Santa Tell Me is a Hallmark movie. It's about Olivia. Now, Olivia is an interior designer, and the show she works on, it kind of reminds you of a show that would be on HGTV, kind of like the Chip and Joanna type of thing, that sort of show. They decide, the powers that be at her job have decided that she is going to work with this new person named Chris. And Chris is now her coworker, and he's in charge of this new project, and she's kind of sour about that. And they end up having this new project to take place at her old childhood home. While she's at her old childhood home, and again, this project is about redoing this house, like knocking it down and redoing it. Before this whole thing begins, she's at the childhood home with her sister, and they find this letter that mysteriously appears stating that Olivia is gonna find her true love named Nick. It will be a guy named Nick. So after Chris shows up, that's her new coworker, they start working on this house, and a series of events ensue where she does meet a guy named Nick. She ends up meeting 3 of them. And they call them Nick A, Nick B, and Nick C. Now, Nick A, they end up going to an ice rink, ice skating, and they end up having some kind of an accident, and he gets hurt. Because when she meets these guys, she meets them in these little quirky ways, like she might run into them on the street, or, it's just something that's totally unexpected. She might end up meeting them at the coffee shop unexpectedly, just running into somebody named Nick and exchanging phone numbers. So the other guy named Nick B, she ends up taking him to a Christmas market, and he leaves her for a few minutes because she sees Chris, her coworker, at one of the booths, and she wants to talk to him. So she picks up a snowball and throws it because her and Chris are bantering about something. I think it's who can throw farthest or whatever with the snow. So she throws this snowball, and it hits Nick B in the back of the head, and it gives him a concussion. So there's a pattern of these mishaps. Nick C, she meets him. He's this good-looking, hunky fireman guy, and he's really enthralled with this calendar. You know how they have the calendars where they have the hunky fireman? Each month is a new good-looking firefighter. Well, that's what Nick C likes to do. He's mesmerized with doing this calendar, and plus he's a fireman. They're out at some event, and there's a little cookie making stand. So she thinks, okay, I'm gonna make him a little cookie. It's a cookie decorating stand. So she puts nuts and candies on the cookie and little frostings, and she takes it to Nick C and say, oh, here you go. Here's a cookie. He bites into the cookie, and there was almond dust on the cookie that she had put on there. He's allergic to almonds, and his face swells up, and he ends up going to the hospital. So she's confused as to why she's meeting these Nick people, and they don't seem to be connecting. And plus, there's always some kind of accident. So she doesn't understand. Meanwhile, she's still working with Chris on renovating her old house. And her and Chris seem to have a little bit of a connection, but his name isn't Nick. So she doesn't understand why it seems like he might be the one. So she receives, I think she does receive more than one note. She receives the note in the beginning, and I think she receives others. So at the end, I think she tells somebody, it's either her sister or her friend, that, because I watched this a few weeks ago, so that's why I can't really quite remember. But anyway, she tells somebody she knows, I think it's her sister or either a friend of hers, but I believe it's her sister, that she feels that Chris is the right one. Chris has gone to the train station, and she catches him at the train station and tells him, like, look, I think we have some kind of connection, you know, don't leave. I think we have something going. And she doesn't understand that his name is Chris, not Nick. And it turns out his name really is Nick. It's his middle name. Or I think Nick is his first name, but like he doesn't go by that. He goes by his middle name for some reason. So they end up kissing and being together at the end. So it was a cute little movie. I really did like this one more so than a lot of the Hallmark movies because I think I like that mystery element. The fact that she's dating these different guys and trying to figure out which one is the right one for her. And I think that gave it a quality that made me want to keep watching it. Also, I just wanted to see what would happen with these men and why did they keep getting hurt. And on that note, if you like Hallmark Christmas movies like Santa Tell Me, then you must check out my Christmas romance book bundle. It's 5 Hallmark style romances. If you like Hallmark movies, then you will love my books. My books are even better than the Hallmark movies, I guarantee it. And let me tell you about one of the stories. Cinnamon Kisses is a story about Jamal and Kelly, high school sweethearts that were forced to break up. He's from the wrong side of the tracks. She's rich. Her father doesn't think they're a good match. And due to circumstances beyond their control, they are separated in high school and never see each other again until recently when they happen to run into each other at a homeless ministry through their church. Like she relocates to a new area and happens to run into him. Both of them are volunteering for this homeless ministry. Jamal has dreams. He's dreaming of owning his own bakery, and Kelly can help him to help to advise him how to do that. Kelly is going through her own journey because at 30 years old, she's left home for the first time. So now she's out on her own. She wants to buy her own place and not rely on her domineering dad. Her dad has always told her what to do her entire life, and she's sick of it because at the beginning of the story, she catches her fiance cheating on her, and this is a guy that her dad really, really likes. And she's stunned when her dad wants her to try and work things out with her fiance, that she doesn't understand why, because he's a scumbag. So she's got terrible family problems and she wants to rectify, she doesn't know how to rectify those. So that's why she has to just leave her parents' house and move away and try and find herself. And that's when she runs into Jamal, her high school sweetheart. So this is a second chance romance. It's a Christmas themed. You'll find so many heartwarming characters in this novella. All of the books are wonderful. Over 300 5-star ratings and reviews for the whole bundle. You can't beat that. So check them out. One low price. I will gift wrap them for you. And they come with lots of cool stickers and swag. And you might even want to order an extra set if you have any friends or loved ones who like to read a good Hallmark style romance or like Hallmark movies. They will love these books. So check them out. Tell your friends about them and enjoy the rest of your day. We're in the midst of a snowstorm now. It was snowing over the whole East Coast. The snow seems to have stopped and there's a thick layer of ice outside. So if you're still in this snowstorm, let me know how you're doing and be careful out there because my son had to take a dumbbell to break through the ice to clear off the car and the driveway. It was so thick. So be careful out there and enjoy the rest of your day. And if you watched Santa Tell Me, leave me a comment and let me know what you thought about it because I thought it was a cute movie. I really liked it. So cheers.